phone all the time.
Yeah, but I have to go to desktop mode, and I can't be bothered explaining it to him. So, hello everyone.
You
Just
went live.
checking up on everyone. Yep, we're live.
So we okay. When the fuck did you push the button?
I just pressed the button. There you go.
Oh, the fuck, man! You got to give me a warning. All right, everybody, we're gonna sit back and we're gonna wait for some of you guys to come in. Since Del Boy doesn't want to tell nobody that we went live, we're gonna give it a minute and let people start shuffling in. How's everybody doing today?
Living the dream. How are you? You went to Monster Palooza today.
Monster Palooza. It was fun.
You met Tom Atkins and Peter Weller.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, let's not talk about that guy. I was playing. But yeah, I met some very, very interesting people today. Hold on, let me see if we can get some more people uh inside of here. What's the numbers? What's the numbers looking like? How many people we got in here?
I can't tell. How do you? Oh, we got somebody saying hello. We got somebody there.
We got one somebody, one somebody,
One somebody.
one somebody.
Giving it a second so everyone's coming in.
Hey everybody, come on, start saying hello. Start saying hello. Get in here. People ain't getting notifications that we're live. What's going on here? YouTube YouTube's bullshitting. Oh, look who decides to join.
No, that's me.
Oh, what the hell? Let's see.
All right.
So what are we going like? We waiting for more people, or what? Like, let's give it like 2 minutes and let's see if some more people show up.
So yeah, so just say hello once you come in. We're gonna take comments and return whatever you got to say. See if you got any things that we might have missed on the movie. That we're very all right. So two of us have two different kind of opinions on this. Yeah, I have. I don't like it. Davey has. It's okay. So we're going to talk about because we haven't discussed it with each other yet. Not really. We wanted to. We thought away for tonight. So my opinion is not good. I don't know what you're thinking. Please let a comment, and we'll read out the comments of what you thought of Halloween Ends. So
Yeah, how did you guys feel about Halloween Ends? Go ahead and let us know in the comment section down below as we try to wait for some more people to come in here. I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to come inside, comment, talk about it because I want this to be a really good discussion.
yeah, I
Really
think
good
say
discussion.
yeah, definitely. I mean, this is it now for everyone. I mean, I'm sure they'll reboot it again at some point. But what do you think? Do you think they'll reboot it? It's Halloween.
They're not gonna,
Yes.
well, okay, maybe way down the line. But as far as like right now, they're not gonna reboot it. They're gonna focus all their attention on the Exorcist. Is that you again?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do it with my phone.
Well, yeah. So what are your thoughts what's everybody's thoughts on Halloween Kills? Do we have any comments, Dale?
No, everyone's quiet. Everyone's quiet. Nobody wants to say.
You and that echo is killing me, man. Give me one more second. How's everybody feeling tonight? Check in right now. Where you guys from? What cities, what towns, all of that. Where you guys from? I want to know before we kick this off. We're gonna kick it off in about 2 more minutes. Actually, 1 more minute. Just give me a minute here. I'm just trying to get some more people invited in here so that we can get this turn this into a really good discussion. Because I want this to, I want this to be like a big discussion. I don't want it to be just like some minor scale stuff. This is some big stuff we're talking right now. And I will have the opening argument, or I'll have the opening dialogue. But let's see. Just 1 more second, and then we about to 60 seconds. We're gonna start. We're just gonna get this going. I should have told should have told Gary to tune in tonight, so he could have chimed in. For those of you that don't know Gary, he is the director of one of the Hellraiser movies. All right, Del Boy. Oh shit! Oh, the resurrection. He actually got in. Oh damn! Thought he was gonna have
Yo,
horizontal, sir. Horizontal.
I got you, sir. I got you.
Yeah, because you looking quite crazy right now with the portrait. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
We doing good, man. I'm just right now. We're just trying to get people to like shuffle on in.
Got
How you doing, Darrell?
I'm straight. How you doing?
Living the dream, of course.
Oh snap! The illustrious couch.
Oh yeah.
What's he drinking?
What is that?
So
Is that a Sprite?
Sprite.
Mhm.
All right. So we've got different opinions.
That's such
here.
the black. That's the blackest drink you could have grabbed today.
Nah, I could.
You got a stomach ache?
A what?
You got a stomach ache?
Nah. I just like Sprite. That's one of my things I go to. I like Sprite.
Yeah, that's what black people start drinking when they say y'all gotta lay off the dark sodas. We immediately start going to Sprite.
Yeah, if you got a stomach ache, Sprite or ginger ale.
Ginger ale, that's a home remedy, I swear.
Oh yeah. That's a
all right.
black thing.
All right, let's see. All right, so we good
All right.
now. All right.
Let's
I've invited a handful of people. Let's see if they show up. We got two
Okay.
watching on my end. Make sure you guys chime in because we are having a live discussion. So where the hell did Darrell go? This man just as soon as we get ready to get it going, my man walks away. This is what happens when you let Del Boy organize an event. All right. So look, we're gonna crack it off. Okay, so I know that you two don't like it, right? You two have both agreed and talked about it. You're not fans of this movie.
No.
We've already established that. But we have not, none of us have talked about this movie at all to each other. We haven't spoken not one word.
No,
we have
right.
kept this very hush hush. And the reason for that is because we want to be able to not have counter arguments or kind of like already be bored with the conversation once we start having it live with you guys. So you guys are having a completely raw 100% conversation right now.
Right.
I was like, what the hell just I was like, what just happened? Anyway, so here we go.
Okay.
Now, my opinion is a triple-edged sword. Okay. As a movie, I was entertained. About 75% of the movie, I was entertained. If I'm just looking at it like a movie, it was entertaining about 75% through, and I didn't like the third half. Like I didn't like the Max La Guapa. What's up, man? He says it's completely awful. That's dope. We're gonna get into this. Hey, man, we're gonna get into this. So I'm telling you, 75% of the movie was cool. It had a nice little Christine vibe to it. And then that third act was just really bad because it had to basically figure out, oh, yeah, we got to finish the Michael Myers arc. Now, this is where I'm going to say that they did a bad job at because as a Halloween movie within this trilogy, remember how I said within this trilogy, it's bad because it doesn't fit with each of these trilogies. Each of these movies are so fucking different, and it's like they don't cohesively flow into each other, which is bad. And then the last part of it is I know people are like, yo, this ain't no Halloween movie. And I have to say that maybe it is a Halloween movie. And people are going to look at me like, what the hell are you talking about? What do you mean it is a Halloween movie? Did you not see Michael Myers only pop up at the last 15 minutes of the movie? And I say, yes, I did. But at the same time, when you look at the original idea that he had for the movie, it was originally supposed to be an anthology. It was supposed to be, I'm looking at this as a possible like passing of the torch and moving on away from Michael Myers like it was always meant to be, right? So in that context, I can see it. But again, in regards to this being a just straight up sequel within this new trilogy, it's bad. It's definitely bad. But as it stands alone, it's okay. Like I thought it was pretty entertaining. I like the character of Corey. He reminded me of old boy from Christine, and he looked like him, he acted like him. The whole metamorphosis happened too, and it was like the mask was alluding to them. And of course, this movie has some trash scenes. I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole him beating up Michael Myers in the cave shit didn't make sense to me. But you know, and then also Michael Myers getting thrown in the meat grinder. That also was kind of stupid. And then Michael Myers getting pinned on it by a damn refrigerator was also stupid. But again, it's whatever. It really just felt like the reason why this movie was so bad is because if you gonna kill Michael Myers off, you got to do it and give him his flowers. And later on, I'm going to talk about how I think they should have did it and would have made this a lot more better. But I'm gonna give you guys the floor to go ahead and counter anything that I just said.
Darrell, do you want to take it?
Honestly, me is that I didn't like it. I mean, where did Corey like me is like it did not follow anything about because I thought me honestly because if you saw the thing that me and Justin did is like you did not follow what Halloween Kills ended with. It's like I thought we was gonna follow from what Halloween Kills to now what's going on to Halloween Ends. Where the hell did Corey come from? Who's Corey? We don't know nothing about Corey at all. Like, how did you get him in here? So it's like a whole new movie that we did not know about. It's like a brand new movie. Correct? I mean, let's keep it real.
Yeah, it's definitely
real. Okay, so Will's like, okay, who's Corey? Then you have he's babysitting. It's just like the world flipping on you because it was an accident. The motherfucker, the little rugrat, locked dude into the damn closet.
That was funny.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it was like a spoof when you see the kids go. I started laughing.
Yeah,
that was funny.
And then they hit the floor. I was, this is for real.
Yeah, like he was, so good until that day. Then the world flipped on him, just like how the world flipped on Michael.
Well, Max says the last 15 minutes was good. Unfortunately, he couldn't get through the rest of the movie.
Damn, Max, you like the last 15 minutes of the whole riding around with him on top of the car? I thought that was the worst. Look, I'm telling you, that Laurie Strode, Michael Myers final scene face-off shit was the worst thing I ever seen in my life. Her faking a suicide in order to bait him out.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't a suicide.
Her timing was perfect. But all right, we're jumping right. So let me say what I got to say. I agree with you and get what you're saying, both of you as well. All right, Davey, I agree with what you were saying. It's if this was a separate movie to a third part with a kind of a cliffhanger at the end, and you stuck this in somewhere else, it may have made more sense. It could have even been good in a certain way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You could have. I felt like it had been done before, but you could, Michael living in away in the dumps, nobody knows where he is, and da da da. Now, my first problem was, bear with me, 2018 Halloween.
Right.
Laurie Strode spent 40 years in preparation of a man who was incarcerated, who is in the high security mental institute.
Right.
40 years. And guess what? It turns out she was correct. Yeah, she was correct. He come after her. That same night, which is part 2, he killed loads of people. It turns out she's right. He killed her daughter.
Right.
Killed her daughter. We jump 4 years later. It's all right. He's on the loose. I don't care. Hold on. What? He was incarcerated and you was ready for 4 years. 4 years later, let's make pumpkin pie. I'm not. What? What happened there? Did you just completely? So when he was incarcerated, it's okay, but when he's running around free, loose, just make pumpkin pie. All right, that annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, she's way too mellow for a dude that's running around. So again, when it comes to consistency with part 3 and 1 and 2, that's just out the window. Yeah,
I think it was supposedly alluding to the idea that she was trying to offer her granddaughter some sort of stability. And
I agree.
Yeah,
she also was trying to teach her granddaughter and her daughter in the first one. We got to be ready. We got to be ready. Doesn't matter. Everything else doesn't matter. We got to be ready.
Yeah, but her granddaughter's parents were alive when that happened.
I know, but her daughter was killed in the second one, and a lot happened. It turns out she was right. So because I'm right, I better double my efforts this time. But all right. So there's that. Now, the boy who played Corey. Now, I don't think he did a bad job in general. I think he did.
He did good.
Yeah. Everyone in the town was a bully. The doctor was a bully. Yeah.
Absolutely.
The black guy that came out of the store, he was being over the top bully. The Cobra Kai bullies from the street, the kids.
The band. We're talking about the band, the marching band kids. Who the fuck gets punked by a marching band? I'm trying to figure that out. Like, when did marching band
then
I
you've got
thought I thought they was gonna go to atypical, like, you know, football player. Jock was the bully. You getting punked by marching band people? I don't know. We got a problem here. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't
I'm
never
just
seen
saying,
people get
the
punked
whole
by
town
marching
seems
bands.
to be particularly like over the top bullying. All right, now is it me or was there some kind of supernatural thing going on between
Oh,
Michael and Corey?
You mean Mike
Because
when he had that seizure?
when he caught him, he had the seizure and it turned him straight
Yeah,
away.
because I
turned him
think
away.
Michael.
So was that just maybe you could say, all right, there's two ways of looking at it. One, he was supernatural and he somehow transformed him into part Michael, or B, it was he shook him and it was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, if that's true, if it was only what shook him, but then they become bosom buddies. They became
until Mike snaps his neck at the
well,
end.
yeah, but they become bosom buddies, like oh, let's high five, you know. And I'm like, no, unless it was supernatural. Now that pissed me off. So I'm like, all right, so now we've forgotten about Michael. We've jumped into a new story, which nobody introduced us. There was no consequences of what happened to the people and the last one, all the people he killed, and the innocent people that the town killed. Nothing, zero. And we're going on to this other story, which has been done before, about this boy. And nobody's in. We're not interested. We want to see what's going on with Halloween with Michael Myers and Laurie. Now, in fairness, I think Jamie Lee Curtis was quite decent, quite good on this in general.
I hated her long, dry ass monologues. Sorry.
That was more in the second one. I found that, to be honest with you, that was worse than
that whole like, oh, blossom trees and suicide. I was like, shut up.
We're building up with this boy Corey throughout, and then it turns out he wants to run off with Laurie's
her daughter was like, "Hey, look, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't like that element. I didn't like how stupid her daughter became like overnight.
Yeah,
like how it was just like
it was just like for a bloke, for a guy. I want a guy.
She met this guy like literally like 5 minutes ago, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh, I want to leave. I want to burn the world down with you, etc.
But the story arc with Corey, yeah, the way it ended. So we built up. We found this new story. We're talking about this new story, and then done. No more. Yeah. Let's just back to Halloween.
And then the mom, then she tells her grandma, "You were right."
But like, all this, oh shit, you killed Corey. That was forgotten about. But then he killed himself. So all that build up and that whole story arc we're leading up to just gone. And then we just jump back into the generic what we expect from Halloween, you know, which I agree with you. That the last fight between both of them, like especially when the boy walked up and she was putting a gun to her head, like her timing was perfect. Like she knew he was going, oh my god.
Yeah.
But, that fight between Michael and Laurie in the kitchen. The only good bit about it was when she slit his wrist. That looked pretty gory. That
I didn't like it. That shit was annoying.
It looked gory. It looked like
God, that was so stupid.
Also,
it was like
kills.
Let his throat, and she like nicely slit his wrist.
The kills were all right. They weren't fuck all, but there was a few kills on this, and they were weak, very weak for a Halloween. I mean,
they have it off camera too.
Yeah, and we don't see any kills for maybe I think an hour and 15 minutes. And when we do, it's the one with the blowtorch didn't look too bad, but was so quick you didn't see it.
No, it was out of focus.
Yeah, so I'm like, what's going on? This is the third and final installment. We've just jumped into a character that has never been introduced. It's just everything seemed random. And as you said, if it was a different movie, it may have been good. It mightn't have been the greatest, but it would have been all right. But this is a third, like you said, Darrell. This is the third part, and there's no continuation. It feels like a completely separate thing.
What I don't understand is that how is Corey going to go back into the damn sewer and punk Michael Myers? Come on.
All right, exactly. So he fights with Michael, and I put it down to Michael being old because he's older than Laurie Strode.
And then also Michael.
But later on, he's able to pick a guy up at one hand. So
yeah, but then also Michael has them injuries from when he got his ass.
Yeah, when he got I understand.
But he's able to pick a guy, that girl up with one hand later on then. And stab.
Yeah, I know. There's definitely some inconsistencies.
So yeah, there's my reasons why I didn't like it, and especially because of part 3, and especially from the build up for it. Now, I will.
If you would have explained what Corey was, if you would have put in who is Corey and put it towards the beginning, tell us a story about
Yeah, give
Corey,
us something.
I can get that.
They could have even made him the boyfriend of the granddaughter in the last couple. Do you remember?
Right.
You remember she had a boyfriend who was killed on the staircase?
Yeah, he was killed in a scare.
They could have made him the boy. That could have made him, and he just slowly became that way. Possibly, I don't know. It's just an idea, I just thought. But as I said, the kills, everything was just shit. And for a Halloween movie, this could have fit in with part 4 or 5 or 6, if you get what I mean. When that little girl was possessed at one point, and the little girl, what's her name? But yeah, as I say, so what do you think?
Well, we're gonna let Darrell talk right now. Let's just say what Renamon said. Renamon says, "What's up, Renamon? I know you from my channel. The Halloween trilogy started out great, but went downhill with Halloween Kills and Ends. I hate how Michael was sidelined in Halloween Ends. Yes, that's a lot of people's really big gripes. So yeah,
Now, this is coming from someone who liked Halloween Kills. I liked it.
You were in the minority.
Yeah, I liked it. It was a really good one too.
You set Michael to the side. It's like, oh, fuck Michael. We're not gonna put him in it, but we're gonna focus on Corey. And we're like, okay, we're not supposed to be focusing on Corey. Exactly. We're supposed to be focused on Michael. Like, this is Michael and this is Laura. This is y'all battle it out. Let's call it a day.
Yeah.
And he should have just been like, okay, we're gonna follow what's gonna happen from after Halloween Kills to Halloween Ends. Would have been actually dope is that because remember, Laura Strode said he won't die until I die, or something like that. When he got put in that meat chopper or car, whatever it was, it'd have been cool if he actually would have grabbed her and brung her down with him, and I think that would have been a good ending.
And then we hit the little dun 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 dun.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna lie. I would have like, I did not see that coming. I would have been like, damn.
The soundtrack was hardly in the movie.
Hey, I feel you on that, but this soundtrack was dope as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, I like the soundtrack to this movie. The soundtrack was awesome. I was vibing to the soundtrack. But look, let me tell you. All right, I think what they should have did to fix this movie was this elements from this movie would have to be introduced in Halloween Kills. I think Halloween Kills should have ended with like Michael Myers. Even if you did this, let's say we could keep this movie kind of as is. Let's say Halloween Kills ends with Michael Myers getting his ass whooped, barely fucking getting away from those people alive, and you just see him kind of like, you think he's dead at the end of part 2. Then part 3 opens up with like him finding a way, like getting away or whatever, and then hobbling away, and you see that he's physically hurt, right? Mm-hmm. So you think that he goes into some sort of like hermit life in order to recuperate and rehabilitate to get better. And then all of a sudden, Halloween season card starts going around, the killings start happening again. But this is when you start to introduce the Corey character. You show that he got dark elements or whatever like that, but you don't make it too obvious for the audience to see. And then you find out later, maybe Corey was inside of a freaking cave and he saw the Michael Myers mask, and he could do all of that shit, but it could be Michael Myers was like a hallucination or something, right? Yeah. And then it just turns out that Corey was always the killer and Michael Myers was dead in the sewer this whole time, and he was just a copycat killer the whole time. I could have dug that. I would have went with that. But to have like him kind of like pairing up with Michael Myers and he's like, show me. And then if you guys know, that is a straight up line from freaking Christine. When he stands in front of the car and he goes, show me. And it goes, Beep!
Oh, yeah, like,
yeah. That line is from Christine. When he's holding the dude down for Michael Myers to kill him and he's like, show me. And also, I'm not going to lie, that scarecrow mask was a little bit basura, homie.
Wasn't the mask something to do with the original at all? Like, what the little boy had in the first one?
You talking about that scarecrow?
Yeah.
That I guess it's supposed to look like that clown mask from the first one. But I don't think that it technically is tied into the first one. But I ain't gonna lie, that mask looked a little goofy. Like I can't really imagine a dude running around town stabbing mofos with this. Dang, dude, you gonna keep this on the screen for?
That Michael Myers, he works alone. As far as we know, he just works alone. He don't talk. He don't make friends. He doesn't have. he doesn't, and he got all right. It wasn't very good to see him getting beaten up, and then he's stealing his mask. Like, I mean,
He got punked, bro. He got his mask.
yeah, I
back.
was like, what the fuck? All right, look, but I put it down to him being old. But then later on, he's able to do shit again. So it's like, well, make up your mind. Do you know which is it? Can you beat him up or can you not? He picked that girl up with one hand and did that like he did in the first one, stabbed her and left her there and all that.
Yeah.
But
I think him killing somebody like rejuvenated something that was like dormant in him. Like, I think he was like really weak, and like in him killing somebody, the more because didn't they say
again
in the second one, didn't they say the more he kills, the stronger he gets?
I can't remember.
Because you could tell in the sewer when he killed the cop, when he killed that
he got
cop,
stronger.
He got stronger. Like he stretched his back and everything like that. He was like, okay, now, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, so the more he kills, the stronger he gets.
What do you guys think about the fight in the kitchen when she jumps up and pulls the refrigerator on top of him and
that was weak, bro. Like that, look, all that shit, look, that whole little scenario was weak.
It felt like we better do this because they need to. Everyone needs to see something.
They need the Laurie Strode versus Michael Myers chapter to end. That's what all of it was. Laurie Strode's daughter took a back seat, or granddaughter took a back seat. She was pointless in this fucking movie.
I thought even going to be in front and center actually on this movie. You know that.
Right. But it was just
yeah,
because she saw her grandmother kill the dude and she leaves and then comes back and it helps her kill Michael Myers, and it's just like.
She was just desperate as well for the boyfriend. I was like, how man?
You know would have been dope if that, the granddaughter would actually have killed Laura. Because you killed her boyfriend. She thought she killed her boyfriend, but then she should have came back and killed Laura. That'd have been pretty dope. It'll be a twist right there.
You know what would have been really dope? If it turns out that it was two Michael Myers walking around town and it would have been a granddaughter and her boyfriend Corey. That would have been a good fucking twist.
If you watched our review, when I said Joker and Harley Quinn, that it gives me vibes like that. Or what's that back in the day, 1950s? It was Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. Or
So,
yeah. Well, as I say, I thought. I think no matter what you're saying, I think they're all good ideas, but I still think that. Going from the last two, it still feels different. You know what I mean? Who's this? D, what's up, man? Who's that?
D, man, that's Tony Robinson. Somebody know me. What's going on, Tony?
But as I say, going back to what I was saying at the start, her being in 2018, building up for 40 years, waiting for this person who's going to break out. He's going to break out. Overkill, but all right, let's go with it. And then he's now running loose, but she's okay. I know she's trying to raise her granddaughter, but you'd think now, look, I'm responsible for this kid now. I need to double my efforts. This fool's running around, and I know this guy likes to come back. I was right the last time. That was just ignored. She's running around acting normal. And I'm like, no.
But I did like how he knew that Corey was bad. I did like that.
She was the one that introduced them to it. That was the stupid part.
Exactly. And then I can see Michael in his eyes. So what was that? Does that mean there's supernatural shit going on, or it's just that was stupid?
You want to know what I didn't like? I didn't like how they never explained how Michael Myers was able to just get away from getting basically like mutilated by the town. None of that stuff was ever answered.
There was nobody there. There was loads of people there. He just snuck off like a ninja. Do you know what I mean?
I'm just saying, like, he took a significant amount of damage at the end of Halloween Kills.
Oh, yeah.
And it's never explained why he was able to get away. Like, we still have the end of the series and, like, nothing's explained why and how this fool's able to, like, do this shit.
As a sequel doesn't work. It didn't work.
Do you think Corey's dead?
Yeah, he has to be dead. He got his neck cracked. I mean, what? Unless Michael Myers, like, body snatch or some shit. I don't know. Like, you know?
Because, I mean...
Well, as I say, I think the Corey. Sorry for interrupting. Corey, the whole Corey arc, the whole film was centered around him, and then at the end, it was just ended by him stabbing him. Like, I'm going to take your granddaughter away, and ha ha ha, and then stab, gone. And he's not dead yet, but I'm just saying, it's like, well, that's all over. I will say. When he kicked that kid over the field, I know I don't want to sound bad, I don't want to be cancelled or nothing. When he was kicking that door, I'm gonna kill you, little shit. And next minute, you see the guy.
That was
thought
funny.
And Nick's been, oh shit, this is real.
We got a question from the chat,
I
y'all.
actually jumped on that one. I was like, oh shit, he just kicked him off the damn banister.
We got a question from the chat. Do you guys feel like this is the weakest of the three movies?
Yes.
I'm gonna say no. I still think Halloween Kills is worse than this.
Nah, I like Halloween.
I think Halloween Kills is worse than this, bro.
Wow.
There's nothing good about Halloween Kills outside of the kills. At least this one had a decent story.
No, it didn't.
No, this one had a decent story,
No,
right?
It
It had a decent story until the end. It had a decent story. Corey was an interesting character. Who would you rather have? Okay, who would you rather have be highlighted? Corey? Like, did you have more fun watching Corey, or did you have a more fun watching Evil Dies Tonight? Evil Dies Tonight.
Are you asking me? Because I freak Evil.
Are you know? I'm being dead serious. Like, if you tell me,
I like Corey. I like Corey.
No,
if you tell me that you liked Corey more than old dude from Kills that just screams "Evil Dies Tonight" with a baseball bat, you're bullshitting.
You're talking about a character who was in it only for a few minutes. He was an idiot. But the thing is, he was just
what do you mean he was in the movie though? He was in the movie. He was a central focus of the movie because he was the one that was freaking controlling the mob. They showed him a lot in that movie. He was not in it for a few minutes.
As a sequel, it was consistent. This one was all over the place. You don't know what.
Okay, if it was consistent, then they would have continued the theme of him being a human from that was introduced in 2018. He was just considered a human in the 2018 version. All of a sudden, in Halloween Kills, bro's able to take the most ridiculous amount of punishment and walk away and survive. He shouldn't be able to survive any of that shit.
He didn't do so well after the beating. Sorry, the kid Corey kills makes no sense. Sorry, this is James. James, hello, James. How are you? Thanks for joining us. The kid Corey kills makes no sense. No, the kid is 4'1" tall, and the way he would have gone over the stuff. I have to say though, I know I said it before, but that shit was funny, and I don't know.
That was a funny kill. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
All right, do you think it was meant to be funny?
No, of course not. It wasn't meant to be funny, but it was hilarious.
I mean, how funny would it be if you kick a damn kid over a damn banister? Nah,
but you know what? You want to know what the worst part about it though? I'm gonna just say it. This movie got $20 million, and I felt like I didn't see $20 million worth of like.
No,
I didn't see a $20 million budget. They might have spent.
You have to admit,
explain Corey. That's all I wanted. Explain Corey. That's all I wanted.
You have to admit the kills in the second one were pretty decent. I mean, that woman still survived on it. Did you see her in it?
Yeah, I didn't like that. I was like, they just brought her in there to be like, and look what you done started, and look what you did.
It's just more of the town being bullies and stuff. The whole town seemed to be bullies.
That was a stupid element.
But I was going to say, is the kills are really good in the second one, especially when that bit I liked when he was swapping knives, picking out which one he wanted. That was pretty cool, and he stuck that thing in her neck. I liked all that. The kills on this, if
they would have showed them, it would have been better.
I agree. They did show you snippets when I think didn't he stand on someone's head at one point? That
who? Corey or Michael?
Yeah. Oh, which one? Remember there was some girl's face got smashed in there.
Talking about the one in the gate?
Corey's the one who smashed.
That was Corey.
Oh,
Corey
that was
ran somebody over with a car.
Junkyard, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was Corey.
The best part of
they should have showed Corey's kills. But you want to know what's funny though? I knew that they were going that route when he was getting hurt, and all of his wounds were kind of reminiscent to what like Michael got. He had like a bruise here. His hand was messed up. Like everything was supposed to be reminiscent to like injuries that Michael Myers has had.
So do you think there was a supernatural element in this then, both of you?
It has to be. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's because if literally killing makes him stronger, then it has to be some sort of supernatural element to it.
And the way he was able to connect with Corey, because in general, he'd never be working with a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Because he said,
which kind of makes me wonder why, if you were going to, sorry, Darrell, what were you saying?
No, because remember, Corey was talking to his girlfriend. He said, have you ever escaped, Michael's kills? And she said, she didn't say anything. And he is like, I have. And he said, I killed somebody. Remember, because he was like, I got to talk to you. And he's like, I killed somebody. And it's like right out the blue, like I killed someone. I was like, the
But he
fuck?
did kill that
Yeah,
kid.
but he was talking about the kid, and then he took her to the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
But
mean, everybody knew he killed the kid.
he stabbed that the old man when he went into the sewer. He stabbed him. Remember?
Yeah. But he said to her, "I killed someone," so she automatically assumed he was talking about the little kid. He didn't quite say who, sort of thing. But speaking about Supernatural, if you're going to add it on
We
this,
got one question. You want to hear the question before you go into your Supernatural? If they were to reboot again, do y'all want Laura Story again or somebody else? I'm done. I'm done with fucking Jamie Lee Curtis. Sorry, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't sit through another one of her like menopause episodes. Let's see. The kills were great. The kills in this one were shit. All shit. All the kills were calculated and not as random as the movies past. James Draven. I agree. I 100% agree. Like I think the kills in this one weren't all that great. And then shout outs to this fool Justin acting like he on a Justin acting like he on a date, but he over there watching football. You ain't slick, homie.
Nah, he is lying. I gotta give it to him. He is on date night.
He lying. Anyway.
Well, what better place to be with your date is sitting at home watching us. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's perfect. It's perfect.
But one thing about Supernatural, if you were putting in Supernatural shit in this one, maybe you should have kind of brought that in the first two, then kind of added it, because they tried to ground the first two in a sense. They
tried to ground the first one, and then the second one is when they went out. This trilogy really follows the rubric of Halloween, the franchise. It's all over the fucking place. It never really just like settles down and tries to tell a cohesive story from beginning to end. They just jump all over the place. Over the place.
I do think 1 and 2 is actually all right. You know, the part 1 and 2, I think they work well together. Do you know the first two? I'm a bit hazy when it comes to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then you have Laurie Strode. Then she jumps back in at age 20, Halloween 20, H2O. And then that was a different story again. And then she dies in Resurrection, and Busta Rhymes takes over. And then she's back again. So we ignore. So the consistency with this franchise is really all over the place. But look, bottom line is, look, we had a first one that was really good, Halloween 18.
I like that one.
Keep that as a self-contained film, because at the end he does kind of die, as far as we're concerned. So you can keep it at that.
What about the one with Rob Zombie? Did y'all like that one?
I did.
I like the first one. The first one was okay.
Yeah.
And then the second one was shit. But
I like
that. Honestly, look. Where do you think they should go with this franchise now? Like, do you think they should try to continue from this trilogy? Do you think they should go the anthology route, or do you think they should just reboot the shit?
I think they should reboot it.
But here's the thing, though, and this is a synonymous thing in the horror community.
Yeah.
How are fans going to accept that? Fans hate fucking remakes. They hate remakes, reboots, all that shit.
Everyone hates reboots, but everyone loves The Thing. Yeah, everyone loves
Evil Dead.
Evil Dead, The Fly.
But those are fucking like 3 or 4, and then The Blob. There's like 3 or 4 movies that people love. Every other one is shitted on for eternity.
I think these 3, I think they're dead. He's crushed the machine, right? It's just, I think you should leave this now completely. And if they do,
gonna be like Texas Chainsaw.
Leave Laurie Strode out of it. Just go on a separate thing, you know. Start a new story. Start with new characters.
And have something to happen to her granddaughter. Pick it up from the granddaughter.
The only thing is, she was just so dull on this. It was unbelievable.
You know what they should really do? I just thought about it. You know what they should do?
What?
They should make. All right, hear me out. I think they should pick it up from one of the sequels of the past. I'm dead serious. Pick it up. If you're gonna do this shit, fuck it. Pick it up from one of the sequels in the past.
Continue from Halloween 3.
Yeah, not well, yeah, that would be interesting. But no, like his niece, right? The whole saga with his niece. Maybe jump in before they fuck it up with all the Cult of the Thorn shit.
I think it will get too convoluted though, and too confusing at this point.
About her son. I mean, because remember Halloween H2O, she had a son.
Oh, that was what's that boy's name? Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
He played in a lot.
Look, the only thing is that'll get too confusing for people and
Hey,
too convoluted.
check this out. End it. Though a friend of mine thought of a good theory, Corey got Allison pregnant and their kid is going to be the killer in like 20 years from now. That's not bad.
That's not bad, yeah.
That's not bad. It keeps the evil alive. You could call it Halloween the evil seed.
Evil never dies.
The evil seed.
The evil seed.
Look, bottom line is, look, we waited a whole year for this. And this is the
a year
biggest
ain't a long
movie.
time though.
This is the biggest movie, horror franchise and horror movie of the year that most people have been waiting to see, apart from Terrifier, maybe. But as I say, like, and most people, even though I see what you're saying, Davey, you have to admit it was kind of weak for what it was. It was just a bit of a disappointment, you know. And
I mean, weak in what aspect though? Like, this is what I'm saying. Like,
it's a weak sequel.
Look, yeah, definitely, it's a weak sequel in this trilogy. Hell yeah, definitely. Because, but then, yeah, it's a weak sequel in the trilogy. Because I was gonna start going back on the kills, but
Justin wrote. Justin said, "Side note: the movie was trash. Storyline was trash. I don't know why they brought in Corey in the movie. There was no build up, but." The first 35 minutes of the screen time, he was main focus trash. What do you think?
Yeah, but here's the thing though. It's only trash if Corey himself was a trash character. But I enjoyed Corey, and a lot of other people enjoyed Corey. Like I wasn't bothered by Corey. Here's the thing: are you really bothered by Corey, or are you bothered by Corey basically replacing Michael Myers in the story? This is the question that you got. I think this is the question that people need to ask themselves. People are saying Corey was a fucking stupid character. And it's like, is he really a stupid character? Or is it just the fact that you wanted Michael Myers, which you are completely and 100% rational for wanting, because this is his trilogy. This is supposed to be the way that he ends. This is his final chapter. That's like watching freaking Friday the 13th, the final chapter, and we're looking at like Lindsay Lohan or some shit like 80% of the movie. I get what you're saying. I completely get what you're saying. But at the same time, Corey was not a trash character. He's just a random character that doesn't really fit in with this trilogy.
That's what I said in the movie theaters. I was like, who is Corey? I had no problem with Corey. It's who is Corey? If you gave us something showing, okay, this is Corey. This is his backstory. This is what happened. He is a babysitter. He babysits his fucking kid. The kid fucking locks him in an attic. He kicks that kid off the damn banister. Now here's Corey. If they did that.
As I said, if this was a separate movie, it was a standalone, had nothing to do with the sequel, you would say it was all right, you know? Now, I have an idea. You know, they jumped from Halloween 1, forget 2, and then we jumped to this. Say if you did Halloween 2, and at the end of Halloween 2, he's all burnt or whatever, and he's disappeared. Everyone thinks he's dead. He's burnt to a crisp, but he's not. He's hiding in the sewers for 40 years. And Jamie Lee Curtis is getting on with her life. And then you introduce this one as a standalone movie, as a sequel to part 2, the original part 2.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Then you go, all right, okay, that's a good way to bring Michael back. And now we can get a sequel after that. And that's great, you know. But as I said, no, you built up this 1, 2, and then went off onto Corey, nobody's interested. Nobody. We all want to see what's going on here. And at the end, it felt like fan service. Oh, we better give them something, you know, and then threw that shit at the end.
Right. So his receipt said Myers was off his arthritis medication, explains why he was kind of weak. that was a good one. And then Bill and Kathleen say horrible, no reason to talk about it. Damn, no reason to talk about it. Like shit. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say with
Justin, the last 30 minutes didn't even save it. And those kills were kind of fun. Oh, the last 30 minutes didn't even save it. Those kills were kind of fun. The kills were pretty fun. Hold on, let's go through some more. Hold up. Justin responds with Corey should have been brought in the last one, so we all know who he is. I agree. There should have been some sort of build up. 100%. And then there was no build up. How in the hell did Corey overpower Michaels like that in the sewer? Can somebody explain that to me, please? All right, so look. I will say this. Michael Myers was low-key getting overpowered the whole damn movie. Even Laurie was kind of overpowering him low-key. So at least they kept that shit somewhat consistent with him being weak. I guess he didn't kill enough people.
I mean, he must be about 70.
Yeah, but then he's
He's
70. He has all of that, all of those wounds that he got from getting beat up by the village people.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like he got his ass whooped. He has all of those wounds, and he's been chilling in the sewer with no like proper medication or medical treatment. So there's probably some of his injuries didn't even correctly heal right.
Right.
So there's a lot of probabilities of why he was weak. But the problem to
then
me,
he picked that girl up with one hand. But then
that was his good hand. That was his pimp hand. It was still strong.
That was a strong hand.
Always keep that hand in Vaseline just in case.
But on a serious note though. But I get what you're saying. But that girl was like skinny as shit, and she wasn't really giving up much of a fight. Now, if she fought him and she whooped his ass, then we would have something different to say. But she was more so like crumbling under pressure, like she was just scared. Let me ask you guys, and I want to ask the chat too, because I see 8 people on mine, and I don't know how many people we have here, like as in a total
9.
of all this 9 people. Okay, so I have to ask the chat. Now that Halloween the trilogy is over, how do you feel about what's his name? Michael Daltrey? That's his name? The director. What's his freaking name?
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
The director of this movie is en route to direct the Exorcist remake, which is also a direct sequel to the original Exorcist.
All right.
And
You
also
you cannot fuck up the Exorcist.
Hold on, let me finish. All right. So he's
David Gordon Green.
There you go, David Gordon. I don't know why I said Michael. Anyway, David Gordon Green. He is in line. Well, he's already in the process of making the Exorcist sequel, right? The reboot sequel.
Okay.
And this sequel is apparently supposed to be in such a timeline where Heretic and Part 3 can live within it, but it's also its own shit. And then also, it said that they want this to be a trilogy. So we're getting 3 more Green films with another horror franchise that's iconic, which is The Exorcist. How do we feel about him with the Exorcist franchise in his hands?
Well,
how do we feel about that?
James said
James says he's out. He said if he's doing it, he's out. All right. Well, look. First of all, the director is the director. That he didn't make. He made the film, but he's going by the writers. And one of the writers is McBride. You know,
Danny McBride.
Yeah, Danny McBride. Now you have to give the writers some kind of props. They tried something different with the second one. For me, it worked, and they tried something. They didn't go generic. So at least they tried to do something different. I'll give him that. The director, he directed 1 and 2. So you know, not everyone's perfect, I suppose. And part 1 was good, and 2 for me is good. So I will go. Yeah, I'm all right with it so far. I mean, I prefer like Steven Spielberg doing it, or Martin Scorsese, or even better, John Carpenter. But I'll be all right with that.
I think he cannot mess up. He can't mess up The Exorcist.
The writer that's working on The Exorcist worked on Halloween Kills. Again, I ask you how, and he worked on Firestarter.
I thought he was going to say Jim Carrey.
Come on, seriously, those are 2 movies that I say that are badly written. We asked the question again.
I did not like Firestarter.
We asked the question again. How do we feel about this team behind The Exorcist? I don't like it. I am terrified. I'm terrified. I am truly terrified. Like, I don't know how to feel about this because this trilogy was all over the fucking place. It was all over the place. They couldn't even tell a cohesive story in 3 movies.
They couldn't. That's the whole thing.
And you want to give me an Exorcist trilogy, though?
All right. If you know
a movie that's actually about really good writing, Halloween ain't got the best writing in the world. No. You don't have to fucking wow me with the story of Halloween. The Exorcist actually has a story with character development and like some real world story building.
That is correct.
That's like a real meaty project to get into. Halloween is base level shit, and you fucked up a base level project. So now when you have a project that has more moving pieces, come on, I don't trust them.
What are you
I don't trust them. Let's
Cool.
see.
Um,
Justice said, hold on, let me pop him on the screen. Justice said, hell no, leave it alone. It's gonna be whack if he touches it, especially how the way he fucked up the trilogy. Now I'm good. Leave it alone. Rather have James Wan do it. Fuck, y'all be overhyping James Wan like a motherfucker. James Wan is cool, but he is not all that. Y'all need to stop. Y'all need to get off James Wan's scrotum. He is not that cool. James Wan is a dope producer because he puts money behind interesting projects, but James Wan is not the end all be all. We gotta stop acting like James Wan is the savior of horror. Tony Robinson says cool with it. I want to see his take on it. Let's see who else. It's so hard to like move these things and then move on to the next one. Bill says, okay, the one kill with the DJ was awesome. I'll give the movie that. Outside of that, nope, just no. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, that tongue thing was hilarious, even though you could tell that shit was CGI. They spent $20 million on that tongue. I'm just saying.
20 million.
And then, but he was 70 in Halloween Kills when he kills everybody in the damn town. That's an old motherfucker.
so he was
Bro,
74, right?
Bro,
They Michael look whack in these movies, bro. Shaking my Justin writing complete sentences.
Come on,
He
Justin.
said they all right,
You making
they-
the South,
they
you making
made
the South
Michael
look bad, homie. Like you making the South look bad, homie. Stop it. Writing complete sentences, homie.
Bill said, was it Bill? There you go.
The director did a bit too much. I give him a small amount of credit for doing something different, but he swung and he missed badly.
I agree.
Maybe he will hit the ball with The Exorcist.
And maybe he won't.
Exactly. Maybe he won't. But the thing is, Blumhouse believes in him. They said
Yeah,
here. They said you want The Exorcist. They said you want The Exorcist. You got it. You want Linda Blair to come back. You got it.
Then we
You
gonna have
know,
to
like
watch
they
it,
got.
and we're gonna have to watch The Exorcist.
I
And
don't
You
just
said
see.
what?
I said we're gonna just have to watch The Exorcist and just see how's
That's
it
that's next October now, yeah. So it's going to be a trilogy, isn't it?
Man, I pray that I get a screener invite to that. Cause boy, I'm gonna be fucking livid if I get to see this shit. And I'm gonna be the first motherfucker to be sitting there like, if you ever hear me in the comment section say that shit gonna be whack, that means I'm trying to hint at you that I already seen it. If you ever see me say that shit, I'm just trying to warn you ahead of time.
Tony said,
So
I want Freddy back.
I'm still going to watch it. We'll see.
I'm gonna see it because I watch movies. Like I've
Tony
watched
Robinson,
trash before.
Freddy come back.
Freddy, I don't know. I heard Freddy's in like rights hell right now. So is Jason. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get.
Who's the dude in Footloose?
Tony was typing too fast.
Who's the dude who played in Footloose or
Justin.
who played in Flatliners? What's his name?
Kiefer Sutherland?
No. The dude
Kevin
who got
Bacon?
killed. Kevin Bacon. He actually talked to Robert Englund, and Robert Englund actually said,
Yeah, he's
like
campaigned a
him.
couple of times to play
Yeah. He said
Freddy
he would like
Krueger,
him
yeah.
to be Freddy.
Well, I mean, he's a good actor. I mean, I don't know
Very
if he can do it, but you know, I wouldn't mind if he tried it.
I want to see
I mean,
that.
I gotta address this elephant in the room. Derek, could you read that for me?
Which one?
The comment that's on the screen.
Only if it's in England for one last go around Tony.
So only if Robert Englund comes back. I think we got to get out of this habit, man. I love my horror characters. I love the originals. I love Doug Bradley. I love every single one of them. I love Tony Todd. I love everybody. But at the same time, like we got to stop holding on to this bleeding branch. Like we got to give other people a chance to try to crack at the role. Like I can't sit back and expect Robert Englund's gonna kill the shit. I know regardless, but Robert Englund doesn't want to be fucking Freddy no more. No amount of money you throw at this man, I don't think he's gonna come back.
He's in his 70s as well.
Yeah,
he's in his late
He's in makeup, but I mean, he could if he wanted to. But 3 films for him in his 70s will be tough. Now everyone knows that Robert Englund is the greatest of person to play the character, but the thing is that he's old. He doesn't want to do it. And if we ever want to see a Freddy Krueger film again, it may have to be somebody different. And I think we're made to accept that. Do you know what I mean? It's
we gotta accept it.
It's the way it is, you know. It don't mean you'll be back.
On his dying bridge. Like we can't keep pleading for some of these actors to come back.
Spider-Man, you know, like I was against Andrew Garfield coming back. Oh, the next I was against that. I thought he was really good. Then you've got what's the other guy?
I like
the new Tom Holland. Tom Holland ended up being pretty good. Now, I will say,
Yeah.
I liked what's his name who played Freddy in the last one.
Jackie Early.
I actually thought he did a really good job, and
You
it's
thought
my
so?
fault the film was all over the place, but he did a solid job, and he was a good cast for it. You know, I
Jackie Early did a good job as Freddy. The only problem was
was the film.
they tried the film. They pushed out on something, and we'll have a discussion about that later down the line. And then also these horror films, and I was talking to the director of Hellraiser, right today, like the one from Hellraiser Judgment, and he's also worked on all of them from 3 and up until the he didn't work on the Hulu one obviously, but he worked on 3 and up to all the way to Judgment, and he was telling me that and no, actually the guy that plays Chatterer, he's a special effects guy, and he was telling me that all these studios are cheaping out on the special effects department. He said that he was watching the time lapse of Jamie getting the makeup put on, and he said normally what they would do was like they would blend the neck part where the little puzzle piece was in her neck, and he said that they didn't do that because they just cheaped out on it. They said it's okay, just leave it like that, and we'll just touch it up with CGI later to make her neck look skinnier, right? And he says that they're just cutting corners and having unfinished makeup on the characters and then just touching it up with CGI, that they're going the cheap way out.
Yeah, it's just stupid. It's saving pennies. It's pinching pennies for no reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I mean, how much could they be saving there? I don't know.
Yeah, because he was like normally you would put it down and you would blend it. And he said I guess they didn't want to pay for it, or they were like they didn't want to wait all that long, so they just had her come up with like an unfinished neck, and then he said that they just touched it up with the CGI. And I was like, damn, it was really good to have a conversation with somebody who was actually in, practical effects department, and he knows these things when he sees them. But yeah, we got to get out of the habit of doing that. Like the biggest reason why Freddy was hated, Jackie Early's Freddy was hated, is because of the CGI on top of his makeup. It looked ugly. It didn't look good. It looked really bad.
Well, as I say, like, he gets, just because the film wasn't the greatest, I mean, he was a solid, great choice, Freddy.
He was
and I would even say I'd watch him do it again. I'd actually like
I would too
do it again.
I would too. I would watch Jackie Early do it again.
Yeah, I don't think he got a fair chance there, But that's
it's
it
hard.
with Halloween, though. Oh, where's he gone?
I don't know.
He doesn't like Jackie or her. What's his name?
Guess. Jackie Early. No, yeah, but see, here's the thing, though. I feel like you're absolutely right. He didn't get a fair shot. And here's the thing. When you have fans that say, I don't want nobody to play this role but so-and-so, you're already coming into this role with the world stacked against you. Like, I mean, think about Heath Ledger when he came in as a Joker. Everybody was like, yo, this motherfucker don't look like the Joker. He ain't shit like the Joker. Jack Nicholson is a true incarnation of the Joker. This is some bullshit, right? And then look what he did. Same thing with Joaquin Phoenix. Yo, he ain't even got the makeup right. He don't even look like the Joker. Who the hell is Arthur Fleck? And that was a good fucking movie. You know what I mean? So
I remembered when I was the Dark Knight was coming up. I know I'm going off the subject a little bit, but I remember like I was reading everything about it constantly. And the last 3 people that were up for the Joker was Heath Ledger, Paul Bettany, who's Vision now, and is it Steve Buscemi? You know what I'm talking about? It's a funny looking fella from Con Air and stuff like that, And I was going with him, or even Paul Bettany, because he can look sinister. I was like, Heath Ledger, the guy from Knight's Tale. Are you fucking mad? Oh shit! Oh shit! Do you know what I mean? So you got to give people a chance. And I know we're dragging it on a little bit here, but yeah,
we got a good question though. It says, can you guys talk about who your favorite? Well, what's your favorite remake? Who your favorite remakes are? Mine was Evil Dead 2013, Halloween 2018. Should have been a standalone film. The thing, okay, I know that the thing that came out in the 80s is considered a remake of another, like the thing from outer space. So I'm automatically going to pick that, right? And then I'm going to talk about another underrated remake. It's not better than the original, but it's underrated. Little Shop of Horrors with Rick Moranis.
Do you know I've never seen that?
Really? That's crazy. I love that movie. Also, I gotta say, Evil Dead was well done. Excellent movie. And this movie's not talked about enough. I think the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake in what 2003? What was it?
Yeah, something like that with
2003.
Biel, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that movie is actually pretty fucking good. It's better than a lot of people try to give it credit for. Yeah, but Halloween 2. He said 2018, but Halloween 2018 ain't a remake though. Halloween 2018 is a well,
It's
I guess it's a
sequel,
remake. Okay,
soft reboot.
yeah, it's a reboot sequel. I don't know if that really counts because then we would have to count like Candyman 2022 or 2021 as a remake, and I don't want to do that. Those are reboot sequels. That's a new thing. Reboot sequels are a new thing for you guys.
My favorite
and the reason
reboot
why
was,
they do reboot sequels is because we as the fans tend to hate anybody that touches original work. If you touch the original Halloween, we don't want to see it. We're gonna hate on it automatically. So what they've done is they found a process in order to kind of like make fans a little bit happier. They're like, all right, then we'll do a remake sequel. How about that? And everybody's like, go ahead. I ain't like the fucking sequel anyway. So usually that's what it is.
I would go with Ghostbusters 2016 was my favorite remake, reboot, whatever.
Yeah, you lying. Why you turn your head anyway?
I would go with same. I would. Yeah, everyone's going to pick The Thing, but I'm going to say probably The Fly as well because The
The Fly was excellent.
The Fly was so good. It was so good. Practical, terrifying, horrible, creepy. Jeff Goldblum, of course. Gina Davis. Yeah.
Two remakes that I like.
That did that, wasn't it? Cronenberg did that movie. I'm sure it was Cronenberg.
Yeah, he was.
So that was an all-round solid movie. And if you want to watch me watch that, go to the third reel. I'll leave a comment. I watched it for the first time there about a year ago, and I reacted to watching it, the whole movie. So yeah, jump on that, and it was shocking. But that was a great movie.
Daryl, who's your what's your favorite remake, horror remake? You're muted. I think you're muted.
You're mute.
You're muted. Oh, look at that.
He's gone.
Man. He's gone.
Can you sign language? Do charades.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, you can't. We can't hear you, sir. What happened to your mic? What the hell? Dang, this man. Close. I know you need some closed captions. You need sign language or something. We can't hear you. I know you can hear us.
Do charades.
Yeah, do charades. Let's see if we can figure out which was. Do charades. Let's go. Let's try it. I think this will be fun. Let's go.
Go on. Do charades. He doesn't know how to
charades. Try to help us figure it out. Oh, boo.
There you go. Cheers, James. Yeah, that's it. Steve Buscemi. He was up for playing Joker in The Dark Knight at one point.
James Draven said, "Damn, now I can't spell. We can't hear Daryl. Oh, damn. I don't know, Daryl. Your phone. Maybe you need to leave and come back. Leave and then come back and see if you can do that. Leave and come back. But another underrated sequel, low key. I like the House of Blacks remake. I thought that was pretty fun. It's not top tier or anything, but I thought that was fun. And I also like the My Bloody Valentine remake. That was actually fun too.
Do you know what?
With Tom Atkins, ladies man.
Tom Atkins. By the way, he met Tom Atkins today. He met Tom.
Yeah, I met him yesterday, and then I ran into him today. He was just chilling outside, like he was just getting some air or something. Because I went by his table and he wasn't there, and then we just went by him, and I was like, Tom Atkins, ladies man. And he just started grinning. That shit's funny. He's fucking hilarious, man. I love that guy. He's cool.
He is.
I met some really cool people today, man. I got an interview coming up one of these days. You guys are gonna like it, hopefully. But yeah, I'm trying to line something up.
What? Hellraiser?
Hellraiser what?
The director?
You suck, dude. Why are you trying to give away my fun?
Just so people will jump on and say, "Oh my god, David's gonna talk to the guy who directed Hellraiser." That's great. It's not a secret.
We shall see. All right, Tony. Adios.
Right, mate, cheers for joining us.
But hey,
you know what? Just
right now,
everyone goes. We will be doing. So we're talking about doing something weekly soon.
No, I was gonna say we're gonna do that. We'll tell them right now. Q&A time. Ask any questions while Derek is talking. You guys can ask us any questions. It could be horror related, it could be non-horror related, whatever you want. It could be about this movie. It doesn't have to be about this movie. It could be about anything. Ask away. We're gonna answer all questions right now. Go ahead. Have at it. Have fun. Go ahead, Derek. Go ahead. Tell them what you were gonna say.
I forgot. Yeah, we were talking about doing something weekly soon coming up with different subjects and what's hot and what's happening in the world of movies, TV shows, streaming, and all kinds of things. But also kind of come up with reviews. We do reviews our own separate channel. He's Cinema Chop Shop. I'm Movie Mash. If don't know which one you're on at the moment, we're going to start doing a weekly thing, and we'd like you guys to jump in and join us and have some fun and give us some comments and some ideas and stuff on what we should do and what to do.
And great questions like this one right here.
Ooh, there you go. Is the new Crow reboot.
What are your true thoughts on the new Crow reboot? Now, honestly, I did not want to watch that shit with Jason Momoa. I would have boycotted the shit out of it. Now, Bill Skarsgård, I don't really see him as Eric Draven, but Bill is a really good actor, so I trust him. So I know they finished filming it already, so I know it's probably in the editing stages. So if I get a chance to see it, I'm definitely going to go see that shit early. If you know me, you know me. I guess sometimes I get a chance to get to see shit before it comes out, but I'm definitely looking forward to The Crow, especially with Bill Skarsgård. What are your thoughts?
I agree. Well, I actually think he's a good choice for it. I can see him as the Crow. I can see him as Eric Draven, isn't it? I do see it. I don't know who's directing it or what's happening and all that aspect and when it's going to be out, and this could be put on hold for all we know. But as far as I know,
it's done filming.
Oh, really? It's finished.
They finished filming it already.
I didn't know that. Well, I want to see it. I do think that Bill is a good actor.
Rupert Sanders is directing it. Who is Rupert Sanders?
What has he done previous to this?
I don't know. I'm about to find out right now. Film director, Snow White and the Huntsman, Ghost in the Shell. I guess that's about it. Let me see. Let me look at his full list. Keep on. Yeah. So Snow White and the Huntsman and Ghost in the Shell. That's the only thing that he's done. I mean, visually, Ghost in the Shell looked cool. I'll give him that. Visually, Ghost in the Shell was cool looking. Outside of that, I don't really know.
I got a message from Darrell. He can't get back in. So I think we figured that by now. But don't worry, Darrell. We'll put your link. So just so everyone knows, Darrell is from D&J Movie Reviews, and we're going to put a link in the comments below if you want to jump on his channel. He does movies with his half brother, twin, best mate, Justin, who was commenting earlier on. So yeah, he can't get back in at the moment, but it's unfortunate. He'll be on again with us at some point. Anyway, sorry, what were you doing? Yeah. Oh, I heard O.J. Simpson played the Shape in the new one in a new few scenes.
What? Wait, he played the Shape as in he played Michael Myers? Dumb. Oh, that's Kevin Jones. I know who that is. You a fool, Kevin. Kevin just bullshitting.
But as I say, yeah, the reboot of The Crow. Well, as I said, I think Bill. I watched him on The Barbarian there recently as well. You haven't seen that yet. He's pretty good on that. He was pretty good on what was that one he did with Tom Holland? He did a movie there recently with Tom Holland, and it was on Netflix, and he was really good.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. It was like an adventure movie.
He was really good in that. Obviously, we know him as It, and he did a good job in it.
Yeah, he did a really good job at it.
Yeah, so you know what? I'm all for it, and I think I can see him as Eric Draven. Barbarian was good. Yes, it was good.
Yeah, I still need to see that. I need to see that, and I need to see Smile.
I haven't seen Smile either. Has anyone seen Smile yet in here? Would you recommend it yet? Because I
Smile really good. Let me know.
I wouldn't mind seeing that. But look, I think that's all we can do. It's all we got for tonight. Unfortunately, Halloween Ends wasn't great, but it's here and we've done it now. So I'd like to thank all of you for jumping on and joining us, because you've been helpful and giving us thoughts and questions. And Smile was good. All right.
Wait, also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, the Cinema Chop Shop, make sure you do so. If you have not subscribed to Del Boy's channel, which is Movie Mash. Make sure to do that too. So Bill and Catalin, I don't think I have you guys subscribed. Bill, make sure you hit that subscribe button, or Catalin, I don't know who it is, but one of you guys got to make sure to hit that subscribe button on my channel. Then go ahead and mosey on over to his channel, Movie Mash Reviews. I'll put in it should be in the link at the top. I tagged them in the video. So all you got to do is hit the description. It's going to take you straight to his channel. Make sure that you subscribe to his channel. 2 questions before we go. Bill says, give Halloween Trilogy a score 1 out of 10. The trilogy, I give it a 3. Would you give it? Halloween Trilogy
as a whole is a 3. Yeah, I
3.
if you keep the first one and leave it alone, it was actually a decent, solid movie on its own.
James Draven says, what do you think of the Winnie the Pooh horror film? I think that shit is going to be tight as hell. It's going to be cheesy and it's going to be dumb, but it's going to have some dope ass kills. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. But also, if you guys heard about Terrifier 2, the actor that plays Art the Clown is doing a new movie called The Mean One, where he's playing the Grinch, and it's a horror movie. So it's a Grinch horror movie. You make sure to keep an eye out for that. I'll keep you guys updated when I get any news. And I think those are the last questions. I think we caught up with everything.
Well, thanks anyway. But it's make sure you subscribe and hopefully tune in again when we do our next live video. But anyway, look, peace out and bye for Darrell as well.
Adios. Bye. And then go to D&J Move. The Mean One. Yes, Miss T. Thank you.
I Miss T.
All right.
Bye. Adios.